A lot of producers and engineers want to create content, but they overthink the setup. They think they need an expensive camera, a perfect studio, advanced editing skills, viral video ideas, and a huge following already. But the truth is, if you already know how to make beats, mix vocals, record artists, arrange songs, or explain your process, you already have content. You just need the tools to capture and package it. So let me show you my basic content toolkit I would get started with. Tool number one is CapCut. CapCut is good because it makes editing feel less intimidating. You can use it for cutting out mistakes, adding captions, zooming in on important moments, adding text, and cleaning up simple YouTube videos. Super producer Sunny Digital called CapCut the FL Studio of video editing programs, and honestly, that makes a lot of sense. It's easy to get started with, but still powerful enough to make clean content. You can explain how you made a beat, mix the vocal, and use your DAW, then use CapCut to clean up the dead space, add captions, and turn it into something people actually want to watch. But before you get to editing the video, you have to actually record it. And that takes us to tool number two, which is OBS and/or Streamlabs. Now, OBS or Streamlabs is what you're going to do to record yourself and also show yourself going live. Now, I put both of these two programs here for a simple reason, and that's because they're similar, but they're different in a few different ways. Now, OBS is 100% free, but there's a little bit of a caveat. There's a little bit of a learning curve on how to actually use OBS, set everything up, have the different scenes and transitions and whatnot. It's not quite as user-friendly as Streamlabs. Streamlabs is more so set it and forget it. Now, to expand Streamlabs to give you more functions, you will have to update to a paid plan, so you can start free and then upgrade later. Or if you have time to invest and learn the ins and outs of OBS, you can go ahead and do that since OBS is always free. And of course, here on YouTube, there's a tons of tutorials on how you can get set up with OBS and learn the entire platform. So the choice is yours. You just have those two different avenues to go with. Now, with this tool, you can use it to record beat breakdowns, FL Studio tutorials, Pro Tools tutorials, mixing sessions, live mixing sessions or recording sessions, plugin reviews, live music shows, and I of course have my live beat review show, The Heat Check, that you can check out right here on YouTube. Make sure you check that out every Friday. As of right now, it's coming out every Friday. And live Q&A streams. That's a great way for you to connect with people, build a community, and always instantly give out value. Now, once you start making those longer videos or even live streams, you don't want those highlights to just live all in one place. And that brings us to our next tool, which is Opus Clip. Now, Opus Clip is how you turn long form content into short form content. So you guys may have seen this possibly on Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, where you can see the video of the person's screen on one side, and then you can also see their face on another side. That's typically done with a platform like Opus Clip. Now, I wouldn't treat Opus Clip like a magic button. It's definitely going to highlight some of the best parts of your long form video or live stream or tutorial, but you're still going to have to go in there and tighten things up. There might be a couple of skips that are a bit strange. Things might not flow perfectly, and you also want to add in things like captions and things of that nature. So don't think it's totally set it and forget it. You're going to have to jump in there and tighten some things up and make sure it flows more naturally. Now, one of the problems that I hear from producers and engineers alike is that a lot of you guys get stuck in your head. So one great way to get those ideas out of your head is by actually using a tool that can keep your ideas organized. And that brings us to our next tool, which is Trello. Now, Trello lets you keep track of all your video ideas so you don't just have them lost in your notes app. I know you got it. You got your notes app with a bunch of video ideas that you haven't recorded yet. So let's go ahead and have Trello, help handle the organization process. So with Trello, you can create categories for different video ideas. Within those categories, you can create different cards for different video titles. Then once you open up the card, you can create bullet points. So what are some of the things you want to touch on this specific tutorial video, or this video on how to use your DAW, or possibly a Q&A live stream theme idea? What exactly are some of the things you're going to touch on? So Trello is a great way to keep all these thoughts organized and can really hold you accountable. Not only that, Trello allows you to create labels where you can label different video ideas that are in progress or ready to record or have already been recorded. Man, for me, Trello is a lifesaver. I literally use it pretty much every day. Trello has a very user-friendly mobile version. So I use Trello on my mobile phone to just quickly drop in video ideas. Then I also have it on my web browser. So if I just want to get an idea out, I could drop it on mobile, maybe add a few bullet points. And if I want to finalize things, I might do it on my desktop on the browser version. And, I could of course do it on my mobile version, but, just have a couple of different options. Not only that, but Trello is free. So guys, make sure you download Trello, make sure you use it. Promise you it's definitely a lifesaver. That's how I'm even coming up with this video idea. I was recently at Stank Audio Studios out here in Atlanta. I was speaking to an engineer talking about creating content. As soon as I was done with the session, whipped out my phone, created all these bullet points, added some, topics here and there, and bam, you have this video already. And if I just use my notes app, it'd be scattered with all the other crap I have in my notes app. So make sure you use Trello to get your ideas organized and also keep you accountable for the ones that you've actually completed. Now, the last tool is one that a lot of creators ignore, but is very important if you want to turn this content into an actual business, and that is an email platform. So the email platform is going to allow you to stay in touch with your community outside of all these social media apps. So, there's so many distractions here on these apps. You want to make sure that you have some type of place outside of those platforms that you could actually engage in communication with the people that actually support you. So you can use platforms like MailChimp, Aweber, Constant Contact, and most of those have a free level, so you can use those tiers to get started. Or you can also use a platform called Go High Level, which is pretty much an all-in-one, which I use personally. That one has an email platform, also a landing page platform. You can also set up stores and things like that. You could do ClickFunnels style pages where people buy one thing, you can have upsells and everything. So Go High Level is pretty much kind of like ClickFunnels on steroids, if you guys remember ClickFunnels. So if you guys want to check out Go High Level, I've been using it for years. You can check out my affiliate link in the description or in the pinned comment. Go ahead and give it a try and, help yourself level up. You have a whole lot of options with that specific tool. Now, that's a platform whenever you're really taking things serious. So if you guys want to just start on MailChimp or something for free, you can do that. And when you're ready to really level up, you can go ahead and head over to Go High Level to have that be kind of like your back end brain of everything. Now, email is important because not everyone sees all of your posts on social media. If they join your email list, you can actually keep building the relationship. Now, to get people on the email list, you can offer free things like a free guide on some just useful tips that you have as a producer and engineer. You could create loops to give out, free drums to give out if you're a producer. If you're a producer / engineer, you could just create something, 7 things I wish I knew about mixing vocals. It doesn't really have to be too deep or too detailed. Just make sure that it gives value. Make sure that you can actually help transform people from one point to another, and then giving away that freebie is a great way to do that and get people on your email list. So with your email list, you can use it to send out new videos that you just uploaded on YouTube. Also promote your live stream show if you want to do that in addition to YouTube or just by itself. Just let people know the days you're going to be streaming. Also, you can give out free downloads of new kits or sounds that you just created. You can also use your email to sell kits, consultations, courses, masterclasses, anything that you want to do. You can do that on the email as well. And also you can use email to just bring people back to your content. A lot of times when people receive emails from people, it's typically from a content creator or business wanting to take something from them. But every so often you could just, give some words of inspiration, some free games, some free things that you just have on your mind. You could just do that in a short email. But of course you can do that with your video content as well. So those are the 5 tools I think producers and engineers should look into if they want to start creating content. We have CapCut for editing, OBS OBS or Streamlabs for recording or doing live streams, Opus Clip for turning long form videos into short clips, Trello for organizing ideas, and an email platform for staying connected with your audience and also selling products or services on the back end. The main thing is, guys, and I want you guys to walk away with this message: do not wait until you feel that everything is perfect. You're going to be waiting forever if you do that. If you already have knowledge or experience that could help someone else, please put that good information out there. These are the tools to just help you package it. If you're a producer or an engineer and you need help figuring out what type of content to create or how to even get started, I'm doing my one-on-one Zoom coaching calls, and we can sit down and take a look at where you're at and build a simple game plan for your content. Make sure to book a call using the link in the description. I'll be glad to help you out. And I wish someone had this in the beginning for me. I've had to do a lot of trial and error, but I'm here for you guys to help you out in your content creation journey. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe. I'm Desmond A, and I'll be back with more great videos. Peace.